Previously on Phoenix Wright.
The woman I knew was the daughter of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with Iris and Hazakura Temple, and neither did the case. No, that woman is completely unrelated to this murder.
Unrelated?
Yes, I can say with complete confidence.
Did you add this last minute? Hey everybody, what's going on and welcome to the NyanCave. My name is Tom, this guy is playing, that guy is Nandroid, and welcome to our stream of Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. We're about to
Completely unrelated.
be unrelated to things.
Complete confidence.
Why'd you think I added it last minute?
Because we talked about the music?
No, this is what I made in the morning.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Coincidental.
Wins.
And I was
Perfect.
I was humming it the whole morning because it was in my head.
Now, last time, what happened? Fill us in, Clay.
Edgeworth was wrong.
Oh, damn.
Yep.
That sucks. And
Iris
then?
has a twin named Dahlia.
No!
Dahlia's dead.
What? So then how did Dahlia help in the murder?
Pearls betrayed us.
Baby pearls?
I know.
Oh, jeez. I don't know what to
Everything
believe anymore.
I know.
Well, probably just,
We can probably go back in time and try to fix this, but I don't know what'll happen.
I don't know, man.
Also, there's gravy all over.
Oh, yeah.
All over.
Mama
Mama
Faye.
Mama Faye.
Mama Faye.
Good
What's
old
going on?
American gravy smothered all over her.
The Ruse Cruise has never stopped. It's never docked. I've not seen the Ruse Cruise dock.
That hurt a lot.
Yeah.
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 Amaya's mom, like...
I know, they were right there, and they could have been a... That's actually...
I guess that's why she took an interest in Pearls, too. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, my little niece Pearls. I'm gonna read her story.
Yeah.
Frickin' good guy, blah, 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 Misty Faye. Why all the M's? They're really setting themselves up for that.
Yeah. Missy,
Misty-
Maya, Mia, and
It's
Morgan.
Misty, Mia, Maya.
You know why?
Why?
Because they're all MFers.
Motherfuckers?
Yeah, they're badass.
Oh, there we are.
Guess we went
Cheers.
Because their last
Bamps.
name's all Faye,
Yeah.
so they're MFers. It's a joke.
Yeah.
Ha
Hi, I laughed. I got the joke. Don't say I didn't get the joke, because I did. Totally.
Oh, don't forget Ami Faye.
Oh, yeah. Me, Faye.
Ooh.
Right? Who's just a rearranged Mia. You know?
Well, yeah. Pearls was born from Morgan, though. Pearls wasn't born from Misty Faye, so
Yeah.
that's why. That's why Pearls. Yeah.
Also, Iris, Dahlia, Pearls. Iris, Dahlia, Pearls are the three daughters.
Yeah, Morgan may have been a crazy chick,
Half
crazy
daughter.
evil chick, but
Yeah.
she did pretty good names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Iris is a nice name.
Iris, Pearls, Dahlia.
I like Dahlia. That's a very, like, regal name.
Dahlia. I don't know. I don't know about regal. I don't know.
Princess Dahlia?
It's like, I don't know. It's like doll though, and doll is kind of like, because it's not doll, but it's like doll. Dahlia. I don't like that.
doll.
I don't like
It's
that
like,
being there. Anyways,
it's
It's
like
a flower.
It's a flower.
it's a flower.
Yeah.
Same with Iris. They're both
Delilah.
flowers. And Pearls is not a flower.
No.
All right. Without further ado, let's hunt some bullies
It's,
in court.
that's a new meme.
I know.
It's not stale enough for us.
No, you're
Okay.
right. It's too fresh.
We're the stream of dead memes or
What
dead
if-
dreams
What if it
and
was
hopes.
just? What if it was just dead already? It just started.
Ugh, I hope so. This should die real quick.
Well, we have a new no bully emoji in sponsor chat, which I have been loving. Well, it's in
What?
all of Discord.
Is
So
it not?
good.
Is it not in? It's no. That's our WikiHow emoji. Oh god. Anyways,
Bully Hunter, so fresh.
so fresh.
Oh man.
Yeah. By the way, make sure to vote for the game we're playing next. The link in chat. Right now, it's pretty close between Catherine and I wanted to say Bully Hunter. I just got Bully Hunter on the brain and Bully Hunter. We're gonna play Bully Hunter. Ghost Trick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Detective Pikachu is dead.
There you go. It's not dead. You guys can still make it happen.
A wave of you could make it happen.
True.
Who knows?
I want to play Pikachu Detective.
Oh, happy Friday the 13th.
Whoa, it is Friday the 13th.
Hey,
Freaky.
don't die.
No wonder it's raining and crazy here. Okay, so we unlocked her thing, and then we're going to the police station, I think is what Edgeworth advised us to
Yeah.
Can we get there?
In a temple.
Can we just scoot across the bridge?
We're gonna keep boot scooting bootying.
Maybe we can go back to our office and talk to our plant.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we've been back to the office. We haven't been to the office this whole chapter.
This whole chapter, we've never talked to the plant.
No, yeah, we actually can't leave here, so I don't know what Edgeworth was talking about.
Or
I'm gonna take a quick
courtyard. Oh, let's try the move. We're in the courtyard. All right, so let's move to the bridge.
Wait.
Oh, Heavenly Hall to bust up Pearls. We're gonna kick the shit out of Pearls.
Right.
Let's go, Pearls! Ah! You murdered somebody, Pearls.
Yeah, you betrayed
betrayed us.
Oh, Pearls gonna pay the price.
Unless Pearls didn't and was actually just heartbroken when saw dead Auntie Misty, and that was the pulling the sword out because Iris is the murderer. I know.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
I know you don't. So just,
Look at that. They really did make a fire right in front of the shack. Nothing could possibly go wrong with this.
Honestly, the fact that you can make a fire on top of snow is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Nick.
Ha! You're too late, Nick. You came here for one of our potatoes. We've already polished them off. I think I've pretty much got all the evidence I need. Now I just need to find out what Pearls is hiding.
No bully, Charlie. Or we will hunt you.
What do you think Pearls would do if we were just like, Pearls? I will never talk to Maya again if you don't fess up right now. Tell me
That's the end of the game right there.
Pearl snaps and just kills everyone.
Yeah. Kills everyone.
Bad end.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't believe we have to wait till Monday to go back into 999.
I know. It's gonna be crazy.
We just hit.
Ooh, wow. That
Stopping
negative photo of Iris was really freaky. The night of the crime. Crimus Nacht. After dinner on the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Elise Donham's room, reading a book together, correct?
Yes, I was so happy when she invited me. But
Have you been smoking, Pearls?
yeah,
Stop
yeah.
that.
up this nasty habit when I've had some stress in my life.
Me and Larry Butts, we smoke all kinds of things.
Larry!
I didn't go in the end, though.
You didn't go.
No, there was somewhere else I had to go instead. I was so worried. I had to go. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was so nervous.
So Pearls never went to Miss Donham's room because she was too worried about something or someone else.
And Mark, we appreciate your fact.
Pearls. On the night of the murder, you went to this place, didn't you? Heavenly Hall in her temple.
Take that!
You went here, didn't you, Pearls? Looks like she's still not going to open up to me. This is where you went because you were so worried, right? Then the next question is, who or what were you so worried about? Now, I'm gonna take a guess. You can tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay?
You mean you know?
If I'm right, you will tell me the whole truth.
Okay.
You went to this place for one very simple reason, and that reason is
Murder.
Blackmail murder. Yeah, I mean, this is, I think, yeah. Well, Pearls, oh no, this is what you're worrying about, right?
There's something I'm worried about right now, actually.
What's that?
Your face, Mr. Nick. Your face has turned a really strange color.
Huh?
You shouldn't work so hard, you know? You need to take a break once in a while.
Being chided by a 9-year-old. How embarrassing.
Chided? What's chided?
Chided? I don't know.
It's like beaked. You're
Yeah,
getting beaked by a
but-
9-year-old.
Getting beaked by a 9-year-old? I swear to
Oh, that's his last stream? Must have been her. There's no one else it could be.
I'll go get some sheets to make up a bed for you.
No, it's okay. I'll die of pneumonia if I nap in a drafty little shack like this. I guess I think this through early from the very beginning. So Pearls never went to Miss Donham's room because she was too worried about something or someone else. Pearls.
It was Maya.
It was Maya. The murder, you went to this place. Ah, damn it.
What did you pick?
Ginger,
the sheets.
beaked means chided.
Yeah. Beaked means chided means ribbed.
To chirp.
No, chirp is a Canadian
That's
thing
Canadian
too.
too.
No, that's the jape. To beak is to chide, which is to chirp.
It's to rustle jimmies.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You went here, didn't you, Pearls? If I'm right, will you tell me the whole truth? I don't know why I kept flipping you and Will there.
Chastised.
Chastised.
Berated, scolded. Kinda, yeah.
You went to this place for a very simple reason, and that is... Mama Maya? Mama Maya. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah. This is we did it yesterday.
It's obvious what you were so worried about, Pearls. It was Maya, wasn't it?
Oh my goodness, you're a psychic.
You knew the training Maya was undertaking was dangerous. After all, it was the special course. And it didn't involve burgers.
I signed up for your special course.
Well, by my macro bravery, you consider how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. I would never. Don't blame me if you become one with those who channel.
This seems so familiar.
Yeah, almost
funny.
like we did it yesterday.
No.
Oh no.
Sister Bikini scared you with what she said, didn't she? Because it was you who introduced Hazakura Temple to Maya in the first place. You felt responsible, didn't you?
Thinking about what could happen to Mystic Maya made me more and more worried. I couldn't sit still at all. That's why I decided to go out and find out how she was doing in the temple.
Then we're clear now that you went to the inner temple that night, Pearls. What's not clear is what happened after that. About what time was it when you headed over to the inner temple?
It was probably around 9:30 when I left the main hall. I heard the real training was supposed to start at 10. I wanted to get there before it started. But there was so much snow, so I couldn't get there until after 10 o'clock.
Until after 10. How did you know what time it was?
Because I heard the bell ringing for lights out.
She heard the lights out bell. A Hazakura Temple's bell is pretty small though, isn't it? You must have really good hearing.
It's not the size of the bell that matters, it's the loudness of the tone. I was really trying to pick up the sound of that bell, that's all. I didn't want to miss it. That would be terrible.
She was trying to hear the bell? Tell me, Pearls. Why were you so worried about hearing that bell? I
know
think
where
I
we're
know
going.
why.
I know
The reason
where
you
we're
were so
going.
worried bells because of this.
What are you gonna do?
Obviously.
Yes! The fiery bridge. Send it. What are you doing?
Huh? Send the
Send the-
Magatama.
Yeah, no, it's the bridge
Yeah,
picture.
the giant Magatama.
You think she wanted to miss the burning woman across the bridge? Okay, let's go. What are you sending this for?
I can't tell if you're joking or not. I'm confused.
Everyone's confused. I'm sending it.
Send it, you crazy kid. You do it over here.
You were given some instructions to follow for that night, weren't you? I presume you recognize these pieces of paper.
Oh my gosh! Where did you...
In the incinerator at the inner temple. Pearls, someone forgot to incinerate the incinerator, leaving behind traces of evidence. You were following the instructions in this letter that night, weren't you? That's why you couldn't afford to miss out on the sound of the lights out bell.
I'm speechless, Mr. Nick. You're amazing.
Alexa, you're really beating the shit out of my locks over here. So good.
These instructions that were found in the incinerator, I believe they were written for you, Pearls.
For me? No. No.
As you can see, a large portion's been burnt, but the last section's still fairly legible. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Who was it, Pearls? Who is the spirit you're supposed to be channeling? Taking into account the author of the note and their purpose for writing it, whose spirit would Pearls have been trying to channel? Don't overthink it, Phoenix. It's pretty obvious whose Pearls is supposed to channel. The person you were trying to channel that night, Pearls, was... Why would they set it up like that?
I know. I think they wanted to be like, if you get this wrong, you don't understand anything and you're not going to pass the trial.
Let's check the profiles.
No.
What? No, it's definitely a piece of evidence.
Yeah.
Oh,
Elise Donham.
it could be Elise Donham.
Yes. Because they would have been
'Cause
dead by then, and
she
they
was-
wanted
and then-
them.
yeah.
And then she could say who killed her. Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah,
Pearls
she-
never betrayed us at all.
She wrote the note to Pearls, who
Could
was
be Larry because he fucking died in court yesterday.
Yeah, it could be it.
Oh.
snap.
Could be Morgan because she's also fucking dead in solitary confinement. Anyways, let's. What if this is wrong?
Well, then it's definitely got to be Misty or something, and then we're idiots, though.
Age deceased though is pretty convincing.
Oof. It honestly makes me sad that she's dead.
I know. Wait, what? No.
I know. No, she's awful.
It makes me sad that she's dead and still killing people.
Yeah. Oh, there's that.
From beyond
the grave. Like she's so evil, it didn't even stop there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Like,
man.
that's reason enough to have the death penalty changed in this world.
Yeah.
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 Oh
you're-
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's kill them. Clearly, let's just
lock him up.
It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it?
What
That
is-
was the name that was in this letter.
When does the spirit die? You know?
It's just as I suspected. It wasn't Iris whose sister Bikini met at the Inner Temple that night. It was Dahlia Hawthorne.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about her, Pearls? Do you know what kind of a woman Dahlia Hawthorne is?
I'm with you, Zero.
No. I've never heard of anyone by that name before reading those instructions.
I thought so. Pearls doesn't have a clue. She doesn't know that Dahlia's her sister. About the instructions in the letter I found, Pearls. Who wrote them? Whoever it was asked you to channel the spirit of someone you'd never heard of. You must have quite a lot of respect for them. After all, you followed their instructions without question. So here's my next question. Who wrote this set of instructions for you to follow?
You followed their question without question. Here's my question.
I know.
It's a question.
Yeah, it's gotta be Morgan. I mean, that's really the only. She's so evil.
I think she's trying to kill the main line.
Yeah, I mean, like this family is crazy, right? The daughter's killing people from beyond the grave.
Yeah.
The mother is scheming from solitary confinement.
Yeah.
It's just. Let's just do it.
Yeah, okay. Take that! Huh.
Pearls. I have to wonder about something. You didn't have any idea what these instructions meant, did you?
But
But you followed them to the letter regardless.
But
Why? Because it was your own mother who asked you, that's why.
How did you?
I figured it out. The person who wrote you this letter was your own mother, Morgan Fay. You figure they'd screen the letters that you send out to your daughter from prison. You never know if
Well,
they're
it
murder
didn't say
instructions.
murder instructions. It said, oh, just channel this spirit at exactly 10 o'clock.
Well, we don't know what the rest of the letter said.
do you think that Morgan and Dahlia met in prison and they plotted this?
Oh, maybe. Oh, my
Rush around,
God.
dude.
Hey, Pearls is related to the Megathought. Poor Pearls.
Pearls.
I know, right?
She turned out pretty good, though.
Every family has a black sheep.
Yeah.
Yep.
What?
Some are just blacker than others.
Why do you have a sheep? We're in Canada. They're not native.
Goats? Black
yeah,
goat?
black goat.
I see.
We got our. I actually really want to have a goat because they're better than bad. I really want to have a goat because apparently they're really good lawnmowers.
Oh, that
They
makes
eat grass,
sense.
so
Never
they just-
mind the poop and the damage and the and the ramming people. I think goats really. Wait, no, that's mountain goats. Never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah, domestic goats maybe.
Yeah. Is this the sort of time that we switch over to this camera and start
I
talking?
suppose so. If we're talking about goats.
Yeah, talking like goats and stuff. Yeah, it makes sense.
Well, let's goats on with it. That was bad.
Dun.
Boom. All right, Pearl.
Yeah.
It's time you started telling me the truth.
Poop is just fertilizer, right?
Mr. Dick,
I guess I should thank the dog. It's been pooping in our lawn. Why is she
cat.
holding back from me? I don't like this.
Don't underestimate me just because I'm a child. I will fuck you up. If you're trying to say I follow these instructions,
I will not hesitate.
I'd like to see some proof.
What?
Because I don't think you have any.
Pearls, you've been hanging out with too many lawyers. She'd say anything rather than admit to carrying out those instructions. I guess I'll have to produce more evidence then. One more thing should do it. All right, Pearls. We both know someone carried out these instructions on the night of the murder. But you're right. There's no evidence that proves it was you.
I knew it.
What are you so happy about?
'Cause
However,
I didn't do it.
I do know whoever did it. I do know that whoever did it was a child.
Huh? How do you know that?
It couldn't have been an adult. No adult would have made a simple mistake like that.
Simple Plan? And then Simple
was a
Plan
mistake.
plays. I can't think of any Simple Plan songs.
Oh.
Okay.
I always mix them up with not Blink
All of
182.
them, some 41.
Some 41, I guess. Yeah, some 41, Simple Plan. Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
I'm sure you thought you were carefully following the instructions you'd been given, but you misunderstood some of the words, and this is the evidence that proves it. Oh, God.
You
okay.
didn't incinerate the incinerator.
Yeah, right? Let's take a look here at these instructions.
Oh, how could this happen to me? I made my mistakes. I just want to scream.
Must challenge for leaving to her. Her name is what? Her name is who? Her name is Beauty Thief. She is our here's a picture of her. Use it when you channel her. I know you can do it. Once this is burn the also
Gravely roast. Gravely roast.
Oh
my God. Oh my
that's
God.
funny.
Oh my God. I love this case. Oh my God. Gravely roast.
I don't know what that means.
She put the gravy on.
For the gravy. This is definitely one of those.
Oh God.
Just a zoom on Pearl's face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Send it.
Oh my God. I love this.
Yeah. Send it.
Good job, Pearls. Oh my goodness.
Gravely roast the master.
It was you who splattered gravy on this hanging scroll, wasn't it?
Why would I do something like that? I don't know what you're talking
Do you
about.
remember what was written in that letter? Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades. We got fires of Hades.
Yeah.
The fires of Hades
Oh God.
bring our vengeance to fruition. But you just like fires of Hades with potatoes.
I know, like, Morgan really overestimates her children. Like, a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
Doting mother, I guess.
Yeah.
But
This
you
is good.
didn't know how to read the words gravely and roast, among others, right?
How did you know that?
Remember the conversation with Miss Donham on the night of the murder? Genius Brains, you figured out that in the Japanese translation it wasn't gravely, so the note must have read, "You must curry favor with the master."
That's funny.
I was wondering about how that would translate, but that
Yeah.
makes sense. But I wonder would that. I mean, the word curry and anyway, I don't know. I'm sure it's fine. Kari, maybe.
Perhaps you can read some books. Perhaps we can read some books together.
Really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading or following instructions.
Well then, would you like to practice reading with me?
Miss Elise, so, for example, how do you read this?
It says gravely. That's kind of a tough
Oh
word.
no, gravely.
Where did she did she pull out the note? It was like, hey, how do you read this?
It gravely torch the master.
Okay.
Quite the short story. It's quite dark for someone your age.
We have to kind of blame Misty Faye for not seeing it coming at this
I
point.
know, right? You had every chance.
You were given the opportunities, Misty. Like,
that hurts. Sure, Miss Donham taught you how to read gravy and roast. But what she didn't teach you is what they meant.
Gravely sounded like gravy to me, and the only roast I could think of was the food.
And that's why you did it. That's why you covered the picture of the master in gravy from that night's pot roast. Man, what a perfect storm. Oh! Hey, Neil Benton! Ah, yes, Mystic Roast is my favorite. In the fires of Hades, otherwise it doesn't come out quite right.
Is it Neometin or Neometin?
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 Neometin. Neometin.
Neometon?
Neometon? Neometon. Neometon. Neometon.
Neometon.
Also, GD is a fucking liar.
Ah, it makes sense to me.
Yeah, but it didn't mean that.
Curry
He has
favor
no
with
idea.
the master? That doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah, it does.
You get it.
Oh,
To
yeah.
curry favor? I think that's a term. I don't know. If it's not,
you
it sounds
can
right to
curry
me.
favor. Well, apparently he lives in the land of how to speak English, so take it at face value. But apparently we're the idiots for having trust.
Wait, you mean he didn't
believe-
follow it with /s?
No.
That's just rude.
Rude.
Wow. Chatticut.
I did think it was a bit strange. I guess I really did get the wrong idea.
Just a tiny bit.
I really am useless.
Oh, no. I mean,
It is a lot less useful than others.
well, I mean, to imply useless would mean that you didn't make an impact on anything, right? I mean, you were of some use to some people and did some things that were really awful.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
used you really good.
In fact, you're probably worse than useless.
Yeah.
You're working in the negatives here as far as, the good people are concerned, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not helping, am I?
No.
I probably shouldn't talk to children.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, you can't possibly do any worse.
Mm.
And you already have.
I couldn't even burn the letter properly as my mother had asked of me. And I definitely couldn't burn the incinerator in a larger incinerator. Such a simple thing. Oh.
That full health.
GD has lived long enough to become the villain.
Lost powers. Oof.
After dinner that night, I did go to the inner temple with a pot full of the leftover gravy.
The gravy.
For the gravy, I saw the picture on the hanging scroll near the sacred cavern. I was sure it was the master of Kurain, like it said in the letter.
I see. And then?
Well, it was already past 10 when I got there because of all the snow. So I went to the inner temple guest area.
The guest area.
Yeah, I thought I could just wait there until training was over.
Why didn't you just go to the training hall?
Because Mystic Maya's main training had already started, and I couldn't interrupt it. So I just stayed where I was and prayed for her to get through it. But then,
Pearls, did you fall asleep?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I just couldn't help it.
Hey, don't worry about it, Pearl. Who cares if you fell asleep? I fell asleep while waiting for Iris too. It happens. Anyway, then you found yourself trapped at the inner temple.
Yes, when I woke up, it was morning. I tried not to cry, but Dusky Bridge wasn't there anymore and there was no one in the training hall. I thought everyone had left me because I overslept. I threw the letter into the incinerator and I heated up the leftover gravy and...
And burned the gravely roast.
It's a little insulting to use the instructions like that. Okay, so the instructions to take down the master were used to heat the gravy that was smeared all over the picture. Like, it's a little poetic in a way, I guess. I don't... The fires of revenge gravely roast the master. I mean,
So there's that curry favor is actually a saying apparently. Thanks to
No, I know
Athena.
that. I know that to curry favor. Is a
it
thing.
really is.
Yeah.
To
to
curry favor.
ingratiate oneself with someone through obsequious behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Obsequious?
You must curry favor with the king.
Yeah.
It's said all the time in shows that have kings and curry and favors.
Especially British ones.
Yes, certainly British ones.
well,
And GD didn't know that.
Was GD trying to say it isn't?
Yeah,
Oh, no, it's a real thing.
it's a real thing.
I thought we were just joking.
I thought I
maybe.
didn't
I
think
don't
it was a
know.
real thing.
It is a
Oh,
real thing.
I know to curry favor is a
Yeah.
real thing.
Usually you use curry to curry favor.
Yeah, usually. It's like, yeah, this is my curry. Do we have favor
Oh,
now?
GD knew it was a saying. but it wouldn't make sense because you'd be working together with the master, which is like who they're trying to kill.
Yeah.
It was a funny joke. You curry favor.
Yeah,
You throw curry in their face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Curry flavor, by the way. Curry flavor, the master of Karain. And let off some steam by chucking the gravy on the scroll while you cried.
Ouch, that's dark.
Curry flavor, the master of Karain. It must be pretty scary for you, Pearl. But you know what it's like. Nick used to leave me behind when I fell asleep at school, too. Don't equate something so trivial with her experience, Larry. Frickin' Larry.
It was written right in my mother's letter. It said, as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. I was on my way over to the inner temple when I heard the bell ring.
So you channeled Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit.
No. I tried, but I couldn't do it.
You couldn't do it.
I've never failed at channeling someone. This is the first time it's happened.
Oh my god, we might have a chance.
We could. But then there's only so... Oh!
That leaves only one person who could channel.
Two, technically.
That only leaves
somehow.
2 people who could channel. That only leaves one person who could channel.
There's 2 people that there's only 2 people left that can channel.
Maybe Sister Bikini.
Yeah.
And
Or Maya.
probably Edgeworth.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely
Yeah,
Edgeworth.
yeah.
Yeah, the ruse cruise never ends, boys. We keep aiming towards docks, and we're just like, nope.
Well, I'm just glad it wasn't Pearls. But if it was Pearls, I was really interested in how they'd resolve that. Would they like bring her on trial and have her change, and then would it be okay that her physical body killed it, but the spiritual body didn't? I don't know. It would be a bit of a trip.
I tried and I tried and I tried.
Let's see what happens.
Yesterday, this morning, the whole time.
Oh fuck, Dahlia isn't dead.
But I just couldn't do it.
Oh, man.
Don't let it get you down, Pearl. It'll all work out.
Oh, thanks, D. Joying. Actually saying, the original pun did indeed have to do with curry. She mistook one of the kanji for curry.
That makes sense. If
Yeah,
it's like
kanji's
a
hard.
line off, yeah. Especially if you want, I'll come flying through the sky just for you. Whoosh! Like that. Whoosh! So she never managed to channel the spirit. Is that why you think your spiritual powers are gone?
Yes, I don't know what to do.
Isn't there any other explanation for why you couldn't channel a spirit?
I suppose there's one other possibility. It's not very likely, though.
Could you please tell me what it is anyway?
It could happen if someone else was already channeling the same spirit.
Oh. Channeling spirit. Boop, boop, boop. This spirit you're trying to channel is being channeled by another spirit channeling user. Please try again at a different time. Or leave a message.
I hate getting a busy signal.
Someone else? What do you mean?
I mean someone who is not me, but someone who is a completely other entity who can also channel spirits. Well, there's only one of each spirit, right?
Yep, it's like dating a girl, Nick. You can't see a hot chick if she's already taken.
That's good advice. Don't date people that are already dating people. It's mean to all parties involved.
Then that would mean on the night of the murder, someone else channeled her spirit before Pearls could. Someone else channeled the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne. The mom actually sent out like multiple letters and just had like several fail safes, but just created a cluster of cacophony of chaos.
Yo, thank you for choosing Karain Channeling Hotline. We'll be back after these messages.
I'm a failure. I couldn't even grant my mother's final wish. What?
Pearls, you really
Wait.
shouldn't be mad about this.
That was her final wish? Is she dying too?
Her final wish.
Yes, this letter. This is my last wish, she said. So make sure you follow the instructions carefully.
This letter. I definitely need to find out more about it. Morgan's letter.
My mother has gone to a place called a penitentiary.
Oh, that's a big word for you.
That's a big word. I don't know how I know it.
Yeah, I know, Pearls.
I visit her every month.
Oh.
And last month she told me, the time we've been waiting for has come, Pearl. There's something I need you to do for me. I hid a letter for you at our home before they brought me here.
Wow, okay, that makes sense, but holy crap, you really thought ahead on this. Jesus.
Yeah.
I want you to read it and do exactly what it says.
Like, how did you know that? I guess because the training thing? Oh my god.
It's for the good of the fake clan, my angel. You'll be doing a great thing. Now, listen carefully, and I'll tell you where the letter is hidden. My mother's always so nice to me. I love her very much.
Can we talk about how fucking evil you have to be to manipulate your 9-year-old child into, like, a murder scheme?
Yeah.
Can we also talk about how out of touch she is with her daughter, considering she used such harsh, big words? She wrote this specifically for Pearls and was like, gravely
Roast.
roast isn't that hard of a word, but you know, like use.
These are not that
she
big
will
of words.
burn in the fire of Hades. Like what?
What?
Do you even know Pearls?
She was really
But
passionate
do
when
we
she wrote it.
even know Pearls? Maybe that's just how she talked. Hey, if you take an extra cookie, you'll get fat and then burn in the fire of Hades.
Oh, Mom,
That
you're
could've been-
so silly.
Do you think that, like,
You'll gravely regret it.
do you think Morgan met their father at, like, an evil beings convention?
Just terrible people anonymous.
Just terrible people anonymous? Yeah. Like I don't even know. Where would terrible people meet
What
up?
do you do? I'm a jeweler who hates everything. Oh my god,
wow.
I hate everything too.
Terrible people meeting convention? You mean like politician meeting center?
Ah, I see. Yes.
Hey, get political, funny
Yeah.
jokes.
Yeah. Moms will do anything for their kids, right?
She said it was for the good of the Fae Clan, so I knew I had to help her. I mean, Mystic Maya's part of the Fae Clan, so it had to be good for her, too.
Oh, Buddha, that's really good. Pearls just picked up a microphone and started like rap battling at Misty's photo, roasting her.
Ah, I see. Good.
Oh, man.
Oh man, though.
That's right, isn't it, Mr. Nick?
I guess so. Yeah.
There was a picture with her letter, too,
A picture.
of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Usually, a picture's enough to channel someone's spirit, but this time...
Pretty weird, huh? Like Larry knows anything about this stuff.
There's something else that was strange about my mother's letter. The seal on it was broken, as if someone had already opened it once before.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. That sure is pretty strange. I stopped listening a long time ago. Someone had already opened it. Thanks, Pearls. You really helped me out.
You're very welcome. My mother is watching over us. So I'm sure Mystic Maya will be all right.
Is the penitentiary where you go to die? Or am I missing something?
No, you're thinking of the
Death row.
the penitentiary is just the name for prison.
Yeah.
But then there's that when you are about to die, there's a P name and a ward in a hospital.
Hospice.
It is hospice actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not P word.
Well, it has a hard P in the middle.
Hospice.
Yeah, hospice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Hospice. That's the one.
That's kind of interesting that a hospice is where you go to die, but a hospital is where you go to get better.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
Ice.
Yeah. I mean, because they're making it sound like she's dying. Look at that innocent smile on her face. What am I supposed to say to her? Oh.
Finally figured it out, have you, Trey? You finally realized how terrible of a crime being painfully oblivious is.
Godot!
The entrance to the sacred cavern looks like a freaking puzzle shop.
I guess he's talking about Iris and the lock-breaking effort.
But it's all a waste of time,
Why do you say that?
because Maya Fey isn't coming back.
What? You don't know what you're talking about. How can you say something like that?
It was your job to protect her, Trite. Just look at it, just like it was your job to protect Mia Fey. Two sisters caught up in the worst circumstances.
I realize that, but...
And you were the only one who was by their sides. You were the only one who could have saved them.
You know what, Godot? Where were you? Where do you get on your high horse, huh? Why do you come down on me? Why am I the one to protect them? Where did you go? Why are you showing up now? Aren't you a little late? But I didn't know anything about that was going on.
Why is it so loud all of a sudden?
Because we got rare OST, friend.
Ooh.
What did I just say, Trite? Being oblivious is a heinous crime in itself. Tomorrow. We'll settle everything in court tomorrow, once and for all.
Mr. Nick, is what that man just said true?
I mean, I guess it's... It'll be all right, Pearls. Sure, Maya's alive. You'll see for yourself tomorrow. And I mean, what he said wasn't true.
Yeah, that's right. I know I can trust you, Mr. Nick.
Imagine this in anime now. Tasso. It's not far away, isn't it? I think the season 2 of Phoenix Wright anime is coming out pretty dang soon.
Oh, and it got up to this far?
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. Final battle, boys. My dear Pearl. You've done so well, my child, my Pearl. It's better to know that you don't know what you've done. I knew this day would come for you. The blood of the main family is no more. Now, finally, after all this time, the master seat is yours. My last great wish. It seems I was just in time.
Happy jingle. Thanks for
Justin?
that info, DFM. DFM has taught me what the hospice and hospital are all about. Just in Time would be a great, like, male singer name. Welcome, Mizuki. Welcome back. We missed you, baby.
It seriously sounds like she's dying, right? I know.
Good morning. Oh, are you by yourself?
Ah, good morning, Pearls.
Mr. Nick, please tell me. What is going to happen to Mystic Maya?
I'm sorry. We don't know yet. The investigation's still going on, so I wasn't allowed in the inner temple.
Oh, I see. So is Sister Iris still trying to remove those trick locks in the training hall?
No. She's the defendant in this case, so she can't be at the inner temple. She's required to be here in court.
Well, then who's in the place doing the thing? How come she's not here in the defendant's lobby?
I have to admit, it's kind of strange.
Edgeworth.
No, I'm thinking Francisca.
If you're looking for Iris, she's in the prosecutor's lobby. Phoenix Wright.
Damn it!
Wrong!
Edgeworth! That was an amazing Francisca impression. My God! What is Iris doing over there? She's going over today's testimony with the prosecutor as we speak. Today's testimony? You heard me. Iris is going to be testifying as a witness for the prosecution. Wait, what? The prosecutor is squeezing for her, for a confession, or so I've heard. Francisca von Karma, what are you up to? I know what you're thinking, but Francisca isn't going to be the prosecutor today. What? Then who is? Who else would it be but Godot? Godot? Francisca's engaged in some important work at the Sacred Cavern.
That's when we cut to her just whipping
the locks?
Yeah.
The Sacred Cavern? You don't mean that she's...
Exactly. She has been out there all night, trying to remove those trick locks.
Oh my God, she's such a good person. I love her a lot.
Is.
Oh my God.
With the head nun's assistance, naturally. We estimate that the last lock should be taken care of in about 3 hours. I hope everything continues to go smoothly and we receive some good news soon. Yeah, thanks, Edgeworth. Prosecutor Godot intends to nail this case shut today. Be prepared to fight like there's no tomorrow. You don't have to tell me that. Touché. I can already see it in your eyes. You're not the same fever-ridden, frantic maniac you were yesterday. It's strange. On the way here, I decided that today would be the end of all this. Almost immediately after I made that decision, I felt myself getting stronger. Interesting. Maybe you've passed your cold onto someone else. Literally. And with that, I leave the rest in your capable hands, partner.
Oh my God.
Aww. Thanks. Partner.
Ibo.
Their partner.
Oh.
Maybe he fell in love with being the defense attorney.
Kiss. Kiss. Right, Jess?
I still don't have any answers for most of the riddles plaguing this case. The circumstances around the murder of Miss Elise Donham. No, I mean Miss Misty Fay. The impossible flight Larry claims to have seen. And what that woman is really after. I will solve them all and bring this whole tragedy to an end. Hmm. 02-10-10. Judgy! Court is now in session for the trial of Iris of Hazakura Temple. Your Honor, what are you... Who, me? Oh, well, my little brother came to visit me in my chambers early this morning. All of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, he developed a scorching fever and fainted.
Oh no!
Oh,
Judgy boy! Judgeroo!
We didn't contact that judge. I don't know how we would have passed that fever on.
Yeah. Well, through the M field.
Therefore, I'll be standing in for him. I see, Your Honor. So they're brothers. That explains a lot. My poor brother. He looked a bit pale. Not to mention, he said he couldn't be here.
It is impossible to predict what the future has in store for any of us. This is precisely why people feel the need to judge the past, and we of the court have been charged with the solemn duty of passing such judgment.
Well said, Mr. Godot. I understood exactly what you said, at least up until the end anyway. Now then, Mr. Godot, please proceed with your opening statement.
Humans are fragile, fickle beings, our hearts changed with shifting of the tides. There's only one thing that remains constant in this crazy world.
I can't wait to wipe that smile off his face.
The bitter darkness that lies at the bottom of this mug.
So then you mean, forget it. What do you mean?
During yesterday's trial, the accused refused to admit her role in the crime. But today, she has had a change of heart. Sister Iris of Hazakura Temple has a confession to make.
Oh, a confession? The defendant? Iris. Why didn't she discuss this with me first? Very well. This court will now hear the defendant's confessions. On the call.
This is my confession.
My confession? Upon meeting a beautiful lady, always ask for her name and profession.
Hey, Reshram. The judges are brothers, but only one is Canadian. Yeah, I mean, so it's really subtle the way they've established it in Japanifornia. The time that this game takes place, it's actually customary to separate your siblings and send one off to a temple. Iris went to Hazakura Temple, and then Canadian judge went to the Maple Farm.
Yeah.
Up north. So
the Maple Farm up north, eh?
Yeah.
Tapped a couple trees, made a little bit of maple syrup.
Customary. Everyone does. Phoenix has a brother as well that was shipped off somewhere. We'll see him in the next game though.
I brought home some from a tree custom made maple syrup from out east. You see.
Yep.
Real good stuff. Always ask for name and profession. It's one of my rules.
My name is Iris. I am but a simple nun undergoing training at Hazakura Temple.
Oh, Highness, is there something you want to confess to?
Yes, but first I want to apologize to Mr. Wright.
Oh, no, I'm not letting you do this.
I can't continue lying to everyone anymore.
It's all right. What is it?
Mr. Wright, I have to admit that I did play a part in this terrible incident.
Yes, we do this.
That's fair.
Yep, totally. Yep.
Are you actually confessing? Are you saying that you were the one who murdered Miss Elise Donham?
No.
No.
I'm not, Your Honor. But I dealt with the cover-up after the murder took place. After her spirit left, I took the lifeless shell of Mystic Elise and carried it to the Hazakura Temple courtyard where I desecrated it.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
What?
Damn, man. Yo, Miracle Holmes.
Order in the court. Order. Witness, are you Are you saying that you were an accomplice to the murder?
Yes, that's correct.
What?
We knew. Didn't we know this?
Kind of. I don't think it was that straightforward.
Obvious,
straight
yeah.
up, though. She did not say that she did not tell us that she desecrated a corpse.
True.
3 minutes in court, and I'm already covered in a cold sweat.
Everyone on the planet is an accomplice to something.
Okay.
I guess that makes sense.
Do you
yeah.
think that Dahlia slingshot the corpse of Mystic Elise across the bridge?
Why was it on fire then, unless that was just the light of the fire?
Could
Also-
have been the light of the fire, because like, okay, could
Also,
you just
it's-
imagine waiting on the other side of the bridge and then the corpse just like, and you're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and you put it on the snowmobile, oh my god, and you have to drive it in, and oh my god, I'm stabbing, oh my god, ew.
We're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out.
I mean,
the
I would love to. I mean, like,
It's going the wrong
anime would
direction.
the anime would get a different rating for sure.
Yeah. It just happens to be that in this case, it's to murder. Isn't that right, Mr. Trite?
That could do. So this is the confession they were conferring about. It pains me to say this, but it looks like Iris's testimony was all a lie. Crumpled up and shoved into a pocket.
Wow, okay. Now then, little lady, if you don't mind, I've got a question for you. Whose crime were you trying to cover up by your actions?
Iris was covering for someone. Now I'm definitely up the creek without a paddle, or a life jacket, or a canoe. And the river is magma.
I've been at Hazakura Temple ever since I was a little girl. Hazakura Temple is run by one of the branch families of the Kurain tradition. One of our missions is to protect the main family.
Oh, I'm sorry, but main family. And by the way, I don't know a lot about this, but it sounds like you did a very shitty job of that.
Yes.
Wow.
And that's why I would dirty myself if need be to protect her.
That's interesting.
Wait.
Oh,
Okay, let's not. Let's
no.
just go.
The daughter of the master of the Kurain channeling technique,
what she said.
Mystic Maya Fey.
Yo.
No!
This ruse cruise is giving me tinglers.
Yo.
Maya, I am your mother. Oh no! Just like that.
Huh.
Didn't see that coming. Wake up and smell the coffee, Trite.
She's naming Maya?
Man,
Order.
we are
Order
circling
in
the
the court.
globe on this ruse cruise.
So, not only did you witness the murder, you know the name of the murderer.
I'm terribly sorry, but it's true. I saw her commit the crime with my very own eyes.
No. No. Oh, he's going to arrest. Claire.
Ah!
Oh, what is this ruse cruise all about?
And then I cleaned up the area to try to protect her.
Objection!
That's ridiculous! Maya could never do such a... The defense will refrain from commenting until the appropriate time. Now, witness, let's hear your testimony. What exactly happened on the night of the crime?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's what happened. Okay, great. I'm
Okay.
glad we cleared that up.
Yeah, same.
I thought I was prepared for the unexpected, but I never imagined the case would wind up going in this direction.
Oh no.
You know, preparing for the unexpected is kind of an oxymoron.
I know, right?
I mean, how can you prepare for it if you're not expecting it? Because if you're prepared for it, then you were expecting it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, totally. I
thought about that for a second. Wait a minute. English is silly.
It is silly.
You know what they say, though? Fail to prepare, prepare to fail.
That's a really good. That's a good one.
Yeah.
You really got that one. That's a good one.
Expect the unexpected. Now the secrets of the clown were all a mystery.
And then I
When
went
this
to the
mighty-
inner temple at night and saw it all happen in the garden.
And the powers were set free.
I saw Mystic Elise strike Mystic Maya with her staff. While Mystic Maya was still stumbling, Mystic Elise moved in to deliver a fatal strike. Mystic Maya desperately tried to defend herself and stole the weapon. It was only in self-defense. You can't blame her for it.
Huh. Oh, it was in self-defense.
Yes, Mystic Elise was the one who attacked first. That's why I tried my best to protect Mystic Maya.
You moved the victim's body to the temple so Maya wouldn't be suspected. Isn't that right? Not bad. You've got the instincts of a true criminal.
Thank you.
Something's not quite right. I'm sure it was established yesterday that Iris never went to the inner temple that night, and that the person who did go was that woman. Iris even admitted it.
Oh, yeah.
Now then, Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination.
Well, yeah, that's okay. We're fine. This just didn't happen.
I went to the inner temple that night and I saw the whole thing happen.
Hold it.
Yo, Cap.
Sister Iris, your testimony's changed quite a bit since yesterday. You stated yesterday that on the night of the murder, you didn't go to the inner temple.
Objection!
Did she now? Not too bad for you that she said yesterday doesn't mean much today. By the way, where were you when she claimed that she didn't go? Wait.
I was in the inner temple's training hall.
A private conversation between the two of you does not constitute a testimony. That would be properly described as heresy. Hearsay. Hearsay.
This is affront to
Heresy.
the church.
Heresy.
Burn the heretic!
That doesn't make any sense at all. Hearsay.
What do you have to say, witness?
It was an affront to the church.
We're
And I-
playing Halo today.
I couldn't tell him the truth at that time. I just couldn't. Mystic Maya, she's your girlfriend, isn't she?
Oh, shit! We'd like it to be.
Is Pearls in the room?
You better say yes, motherfucker. I gotta fucking beat your ass. I didn't want to be the one to break it to you that I saw her commit murder.
There. We all understand how difficult this is for you. Now then, let's continue with the testimony. What did you witness in the temple garden?
Well, Your Honor, I saw Mystic Elise strike Mystic Maya with her staff.
Hold it!
You're saying that the victim attacked Miss Faye.
Yes, it was a truly frightening scene. Mystic Maya was struck hard on the head and it looked like she was going to collapse.
What were you doing at that time? Why didn't you stop them from fighting?
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I was frightened. I couldn't move. I couldn't even speak. I was in such shock.
That's perfectly understandable, my dear. This doesn't sound right. I don't believe this testimony for a minute. What happened after that?
While Mystic Maya was still stumbling, Mystic Elise moved in to deliver a fatal strike.
Hold it!
She moved in to deliver a fatal strike.
Yes, I'm sure of it. She threw down her staff and reached into her robe for a weapon.
Wait a minute. What was this weapon?
It was some kind of dagger.
A dagger, huh? And Elise Donham tried to stab her with this weapon to kill Miss Faye.
Yes, exactly.
Huh. You look like I did after I mistakenly took a swig of horse.
Worcestershire.
You
Worcestershire.
look like I did after I
Worcester.
mistakenly took a swig of Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire.
My family just called it Worcester.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Got the Worcester?
Took a
Worcestershire.
swig of
Can you get a
Worcestershire
pronunciation up for that really
sauce.
quickly?
Yeah.
Worcestershire?
Worcestershire?
Yeah, get it queued up.
Worcestershire?
Worcestershire.
All right, and then but don't
Worcestershire.
press, you'll know when to press go, okay?
Hold on,
All right.
let me,
You found the button? Where's the
yes,
button?
I got the button.
Okay. Looks like I did after I mistakenly took a swig of.
Fuck.
You look
Fuck
a lot
sauce.
like I did.
Why is it so
mistakenly took a
quiet?
Hey, okay. You look like I did after I mistakenly took a swig of.
Worcester or Worcestershire sauce.
Sauce.
Worcestershire sauce.
It is. It's Worcester.
Worcester.
What? Where's the Shire part of it?
Worcestershire.
The Wooby. What does everybody? Okay, what does everyone in the world call this? I want to know in the chat. It seems like I wonder if people actually call it Worcestershire or Wooby or Worcestershire.
Wooby?
The
The
W
Wub
sauce.
Wub sauce.
Oh
the
my
Dub
god, we have to
sauce.
call it Wooby.
Yeah.
Wooby sauce.
Yeah.
Can I get a Caesar with extra Wooby
Oh,
sauce?
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Worcestershire.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Joey.
I was in Worcestershire. Anyways.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire sauce.
Do you have a problem with the testimony we're hearing from your client, lawyer boy?
Do I have a problem with Iris's testimony?
Oh.
There is one thing.
And I don't know why.
Your Honor, I have a small problem with the witness's testimony. Oh, you do? This witness is your own. Oh, well, this witness is your own client. Well, yes. Nevertheless,
That's fine. Witness, let's add your last statement to the testimony.
Yes, sir.
hey, just a moment. It's my job to say that.
Listen, Gramps, I won't say it again. Final judgment will be rendered by me.
I wonder if in the Japanese version of the game, if you took a sip of soy sauce.
Ah!
Yeah, probably.
Now, they
That's
cook with Worcestershire all the time in there. In Japanese cooking?
It's hard to take a swig of Worcestershire sauce just based on the lid dynamic, because it has one of those, like, you have to, like, shake it like do a lot. Where, like,
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, can you reach into frame and do what you just did? Frank, yeah, you gotta
hey,
shake
get
it.
outta here.
Yeah,
you gotta do some of that. But soy sauce usually comes in like either one of those like little dippy things or a better bottle to pour.
You can't accidentally swig any of those unless they're in a cup.
Shut the fuck up,
I guess so.
Nason.
What's Nason?
I don't know. That was just going off.
Oh, yeah.
It's rude. Nason is sad.
Okay, now let's continue.
She threw her staff and pulled the dagger from inside her robe.
She threw her staff away.
Mystic Elise was trying to kill Mystic Maya. I think that's why she wanted a more lethal weapon.
It's true. It's not easy to inflict a deadly blow with a staff.
So she went for lethal weapon 2.
Electric.
Sister Iris, let me make sure I've got this straight. The victim herself chose to throw away her staff.
Yes, that's what I saw.
Is there anything odd about that, Mr. Wright?
Oh,
Yeah,
nothing.
it's odd, all right.
Except that her sword was...
Mystic Elise attacked Mystic Maya with the dagger. Of this I'm sure. Mystic Maya tried desperately to defend herself and stole the weapon.
Yeah.
And then?
Mystic Maya, she turned things around and then she used the weapon she had taken to lunged forward for a strike.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
Okay, you know what's funny? You know, even if we
Right.
assume that everything Iris has
gonna
said
be
is
all
true,
right. Yeah.
right? There's one gaping hole in this testimony. There is no way in hell that Maya is graceful enough to disarm somebody,
Oh, yeah.
take a lunge, and strike and actually hit without causing some sort of catastrophic disaster.
Oh, yeah,
along
the
way.
cave would have collapsed.
Oh yeah, no, like the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah. Are you absolutely certain?
Yes. But believe me, she had no choice. If Mystic Maya hadn't done something.
My FA's name would have been written on this autopsy report instead.
Yes, I see. This is bad. I still can't put the pieces together. Unless I find a contradiction or testimony, Maya's gonna get blamed for this.
I only have this to say. It was only in self-defense. You can't blame her for it.
So you're saying that Maya Fey was the one who stabbed Miss Elise Donham. Sister Iris, is that really what you saw?
Yes.
Objection!
Just right. If your mug is filled with black and bitter suspicions, the only way to get rid of them is to drink them down quick. Like this.
I know that's supposed to be a metaphor, but I don't get it.
There's only one thing you need to get, right? It's called evidence. Now hurry up before my next cup gets cold.
What does that mean? Is Godot waiting for you to point out the contradictions? I'd like to avoid the whole spirit channeling thing if I can. Not only would it be inadmissible as evidence, but I think it might actually hurt our standing with the judge. First, I need to pick her testimony apart and expose the unnatural sounding parts. I don't know why Iris would tell a story like this. There are two things I noticed that just don't add up. Objection!
I went to the other time in this.
Okay, so...
Oh, Jess, the flaming mess.
So there's a couple things here, right?
There's a sword in her staff.
I mean, do we really want to play that trump card so early? But I guess it just
There's a
doesn't
ball
matter.
in her staff.
No, yeah, that's it. That's the answer. Although apparently only we're supposed to know about it. Oh yeah, that's good. Only we know about it.
Yeah.
It hasn't
I
been
know.
shared. Yeah, cool. Yeah, hit it. Yeah, hit it with it.
With this?
No, the knife.
On the next one, right?
Uh,
Oh, Mr. Cry was still stumbling Mr. Leaf.
no, go back.
Wait, sorry, one second. Let me check one thing.
Wait, go forward. Oh wait,
Again.
wait.
No, because there's a one where she said she threw her staff away because it
Yeah.
wasn't lethal.
Yeah. So
No, it
go
doesn't
forward
say
with that. Push this. Just press it. No.
No, keep going.
No, wait, we
There it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just this one.
Yeah.
Pull the dagger from
Yeah.
inside a rope.
Just
Just take the easy out and present the staff, but I feel
yeah.
like we're walking into a trap.
Oh, great.
It's funny
Good.
that Phoenix said 2 contradictions. I'm curious what the other one is. I think it involves the ball.
Maybe, yeah.
Involves the ball.
But anyways,
Could
we'll
be.
take
Yeah.
the low road here.
Objection!
Sister Iris, there's something strange about your version of the events.
Huh?
Miss Donham throwing her staff away makes no sense at all to me whatsoever.
But all you can do with the staff is hit someone.
Oh, that's it.
You could also cast Scorcher and burn the crap out of them.
No, magma strike from across the map.
Oh, of course. Naturally, you wouldn't know this, Sister Iris, but Miss Elise Donham was a wizard.
What?
A wizard.
What?
She's a what?
A wizard.
No, she's just Elise.
Ah, I see what you're doing here. God damn it. A wizard. A wizard, at least. The victim's staff had a special feature about it. As you can see, it's a sword.
Whoa!
Oh,
You're a wizard, Donham. If Elise Donham really had wanted to kill Maya Fey, she wouldn't have needed to use a separate dagger. Not when she already had a beautiful blade in her hands already. She's a lizard, Airy. Well, Sister Iris, what do you have to say?
That was an impressive bit of investigating. I never would have thought there was a sword hidden in that staff. But even so, how should I put this? A long sword is unwieldy and thus quite ineffective in close quarters combat. Maybe that's why she chose a dagger over her blade.
Well,
Anyway, the type of weapon she chose to use isn't what's important. The important thing is that she tried to kill Maya Fey. And as long as there's nothing strange about that, there's no problem with her testimony.
so, I forget. But there is something strange about this whole testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, the prosecution has a point. Very well, Your Honor. The defense will now present evidence to back its argument.
Mr. Wright.
I have another piece of evidence that shows that this testimony can't be trusted. Because Miss Elise Donham would never attempt to take the life of Maya Fey.
Show the flask. The
Yeah?
flask, yeah.
Yeah. Hit her with the flask.
Think so? By the
Yeah.
way, it's a talisman, you alcoholics.
Wait,
Jesus.
Can it
No,
hold booze?
It's like when you forget to, have holy water in it, you just put in hard liquor.
Yeah.
Isn't that a
Oh,
movie
man.
or something where the priest was like, yeah, holy water. No, I'm kidding. It's vodka.
Take that!
Oh no, did not
Mr.
work.
Godot.
If you ask me, the only thing that seems strange is the angle of Mr. Trite's index finger.
Huh?
It is a bit weird.
Trite, sticking your finger in the electrical socket might be safer for you.
Ouch. I'd like to call a bully hunter, please.
Otherwise, it might get bitten off the next time you poke it in the wrong place.
I'm being bullied right now.
Oops, we should have just sent the profile, not the flask.
Yeah, I thought so.
That makes a lot more sense. I led you astray. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Wow.
I still don't think Miss Donham would ever attack Maya. If you think about their relationship, it's obvious. Why don't you think it over one more time? Very well, Your Honor. The defense will now present our evidence to back its argument. You guys were just so sure. I felt weird, like, going against it.
Bully Hunter 77 here. Name your target.
The man with the visor.
Understood. I'll join the prosecution and team kill him.
Edgeworth with like a funny mask just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I have here another piece of evidence that shows that this testimony can't be trusted. Because Miss Elise Donham would never attempt to take the life of Maya Fey.
Prophylactic.
Yeah. Oh, real name, Misty Fey. Maya's mother. This couldn't be it.
Nah, I think you're right.
I don't want to take a name this early, or take a hit this early. But... I'm not the guy from the other thing. I'm a bully hunter. Phoenix bully hunter. Elise Donham would never have attacked Maya Fey.
How can you be so sure?
Because the victim's real name was not Elise Donham. Her real name was Misty Fey. Hey!
No! Not Mystic Misty Fey.
Who is this Misty Fey? Is she related to? Misty Fey is the master of the Kurain channeling technique. She is also the mother of Maya Fey.
I mean, this family is basically the Kennedys of Japanifornia.
Is it really true, Mr. Wright? Was Elise Donham actually the great Mystic Misty?
There's no doubt about it. Looks like Iris had no idea.
I can hardly believe it.
The idea that she would try to kill her only daughter.
The only living daughter.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I just thought on that for a minute. I was like, wait a minute. That's kind of mean.
Yeah.
One she hadn't seen in 17 years. Perhaps the prosecution can offer some explanation for why she would do such a thing.
Okay, DJ actually brings up something interesting.
Yeah.
Her last name is actually a play on pseudonym. Elise Donham?
Elise.
If her name was Sue, it would have been like super obvious.
Yeah.
Sue
Yeah.
Donham.
Pseudonym.
Yeah.
It would have
That's
been
really
like,
funny.
Pseudonym.
yeah, pseudonym. Thanks, DJ, for
She
the hot
disowned
facts.
me.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
What? Oh, did she disown?
I can't remember exactly, but I believe that's how it played out. Because Mia lawyered up. Because Mia wanted to pursue her own justice against the incident that had happened, and
Yeah.
whole thing really fell apart.
Yeah.
Oh, she didn't disown Mia?
No,
No.
I think that Mia decided not to be
Yeah.
a priestess.
Yeah. A spirit medium.
Mia's just, kind of dead.
I don't know. She doesn't feel dead.
Yeah.
Order in the court. Upon first hearing the witness's testimony, it seemed natural enough.
Yeah, that's fine.
However, in light of some facts that have just been presented, one, the victim supposedly threw away a sword during the fight, and two, the two people battling to the death were mother and daughter. Despite the facts being believable when taken on their own, when taken together, the entire story seems difficult to believe.
Listen, there's nothing in this world that is impossible. Except for one little thing.
And what would that little impossible thing be?
You still don't get it?
I would get it if you fucking explained it to me to go. Now stop being such a fucking asshole.
You think maybe my beans are under roasted, but you have no idea, Gramps.
Honestly, I'm going to penalize you. This is just ridiculous. Could you get to your point?
I heard the witness's confession this morning. Just as I'd taken the first sip of my 8th cup of morning coffee.
I still don't see how this is relevant. You're really hurting me here. You're going to ruin your health, my friend. Look at Judge. Such a good guy. He cares.
Anyway, after hearing this woman's confession, I had a detective who loves to investigate sent to the scene of the crime.
You know,
The whole case is gonna be airtight.
if you really wanted to get away with a murder, it'd be really great to just have Gumshoe investigate it.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, Gumshoe.
Oh, yeah.
Investigate my
Those little
office.
detective traps, they know my weakness. Little small pieces of cheese, and you put your face. Oh, God, got me again. Ah, tricksy little devils there.
Just like jelly beans leading to each planted
yeah,
clue.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, he didn't tell us this bullshit. And he discovered this little beauty.
Oh boy. Man, that came well timed after we just kind of badmouthed them a little bit.
Oh, is that the dagger the witness testified to seeing?
Obviously, Your Honor. But do you not notice something else?
Now that you mention it. If you look closely, there appears to be blood on it.
Where did you find that? I didn't see that when I investigated the crime scene.
Byron. Did you investigate the pine tree at the crime scene?
Huh? The pine tree?
The dagger was stuck in the backside of that pine tree, where the last blow was struck, ending the violent battle between two women.
Are they talking about that tree in the back left?
The bonsai one?
That is no pine tree.
That does not look like it is like a pine
Eat
tree.
your
Nowhere
pine tree.
near a
Godot.
pine tree.
No, I don't. It doesn't look coniferous at all.
And we know pine trees.
Oh, yeah, I know. I've seen a pine tree or two in my life.
This little baby was thrown in that direction to the back of the pine tree.
It's a curry tree, right? Puns? A curry tree.
Totally a pine tree. There's just no reason to do that. Like, I don't know. Odd decisions sometimes.
It also has snow in Japanifornia. It never snows in California.
Well, it's America. I'm assuming we're in Colorado right now.
Japanifornia is quite large.
Yeah. It's basically all of America.
Yeah.
Which means the blood on this dagger belongs to the victim, correct?
You were even listening? Were you even listening, old man?
Godot, these are really starting to hurt, man. Honestly, it's not my fault. You're not explaining it right.
I first heard this confession this morning, just as I'd taken the first sip of my 13th cup of coffee.
How are you still alive?
Didn't you say it was your 8th just a few minutes ago?
I didn't have enough time to get the blood analyzed on such short notice.
Then this isn't admissible evidence.
In any case, the court will accept the dagger. Never mind. Oh, I guess I'm wrong. Fuck me. Furthermore, I order that the blood test be performed on it immediately.
Nice. This is my sweetheart. Make sure you treat her right.
That sounds like a line before you stab someone.
Yeah.
Bailiff, get this piece of evidence to the crime lab for testing immediately. Now then, the testimony we've just heard had numerous unbelievable aspects to it.
Nice, Keel.
However, after having found the very dagger the witness spoke of, I believe we can consider her testimony to be credible.
Cute girls never lie. Ever. Especially because they don't poop.
That's
Ever.
really funny coming from Godot.
Yeah, especially because
Yeah.
Dahlia lied
A few times.
and almost fucking killed him.
In any case, witness, could you please testify to this court?
About what, Your Honor?
About the incident you saw, the battle between the two women.
Yeah, Your Honor. I can do that.
Wait a second. Dahlia lied? I know, GD. Hard to believe.
The battle.
Oh, maybe GD does, or maybe Godot doesn't think that Dahlia's cute. Or doesn't think that Iris
man.
is cute. He's just
Could
not
you
into that.
Could you
Oh,
imagine?
he liked them like Mia, though, I guess.
Yeah.
Can't blame the guy.
Yeah, but they're
Yeah.
also twins. Could you imagine if it's like, oh, your twin is so cute? It's like, what about me? I literally look just like them.
Well, I mean, you're just being an asshole at that point. I mean, you're going out of your way to make someone mad.
If you said
your
I thought
twin
you
is
said
cute.
me. I'm like, no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, the person who said it. Because
Yeah.
it's just, I mean, if they're identical twins.
Yeah.
And they haven't made vastly different life choices where, like,
Yeah, totally. One is
has
the thing and the thing and the thing and the thing.
Yeah.
Mystic Maya stumbled briefly after being hit on the head with a staff.
Yeah.
But then she dodged Mystic Elise's next attack and stole her weapon. Suddenly, Mystic Elise was the one on the defensive, with her back to the stone lantern.
Why did she turn around?
That's when Mystic Maya stabbed Mystic Elise.
Hey,
Mystic Elise
Daddy.
managed to fling the knife away, but then she collapsed.
While spilling these raps, as long as you feel them to the day that I drop, you never say that I'm not killing them. But I am, though.
I guess.
I killed somebody.
That was a very heartbreaking story.
I don't know if there are any bad feelings between them, but it had been 17 years since Mystic Misty's disappearance. Perhaps they simply didn't recognize each other anymore.
That seems reasonable. Now then, Mr. Wright, proceed with your cross-examination. The murder couldn't have taken place because Miss Elise Stoneham didn't have a motive. Prove the motive, prosecution.
There you
Go.
Yeah, that's
Take that.
I've always got to prove that. Why don't you
Prove that.
prove it this time?
That made me so mad. It was, I think it was the name of the restaurant. I had such a weird name in that thing, but the hacker case with the MC Bomber.
Yeah.
And they were like, man, we have all Tribulations, that's what it was. Yeah, we have all these great things making this seem very plausible, but it means nothing without a motive. Well, fuck me, I guess. Not even a possibility. The whole case is thrown out if I can't lame a motive.
Mystic Maya stumbled briefly after being hit over the head with the staff. But then she dodged Mystic Elise's next attack and stole her weapon. We should be pressing these.
Yeah. Iris, were you standing when you witnessed all this?
What do you mean?
On your feet. Well, if either of them noticed you, they might not have continued their battle.
I wonder if that's true. The two of them? They were standing near the garden stone lantern. I was watching the whole thing from behind. It was dark where the two of them were, so...
That's a lie. It was lit up by the lanterns.
I don't
That's
think
why
we have
they
lanterns
didn't
as
see me.
evidence, though.
Yeah.
So it was dark in the garden before the murder took place. Tell me, what did Miss Maya Fey do after she was struck?
But then she dodged Mystic Elise's next attack and stole her weapon.
This couldn't happen. What happened to the victim's staff then?
I'm not sure. The area was very dark, so I couldn't really see. I think it got knocked away somewhere as the fight escalated.
That makes sense. That would explain the need for the dagger.
Mystic Elise raised the dagger to strike, but Mystic Maya dodged it at the last second. The dagger stuck into the lantern and fell to the ground, or struck the lantern. And then at some point, Mystic Maya picked it up.
Nothing sounds especially strange yet. What did the victim do when the weapon was stolen from her?
Suddenly, Mystic Elise was the one on the defensive, with her back to the stone lantern.
You're saying that Maya Fey turned the tables on the victim.
Yes. But Mystic Maya wasn't herself at the time. After all, her life was in danger.
I still can't believe it. The idea of Maya cornering someone at knife point, it's just silly. Right? That's what I'm saying.
As they say, a cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal.
All right, Mr. Godot, one more metaphor and you're fucking out of here, I swear to God. I believe the correct description of a cornered fox is scared and petrified.
Your animal analogies have grown tiresome.
I'm sure they have. High five, Phoenix. Yeah, got him. You're the one who started it. Anyway, so after Maya backed the victim in the stone lantern, what happened next?
That's when Mystic Maya stabbed Mystic Elise.
Oh, shoot, I bet.
She stabbed her, just
Stabbed her.
stabby.
Are you absolutely certain that's what you saw?
Yes, I'm almost certain.
Almost.
The garden was dark. I couldn't really tell who was who.
What did she just say? So in other words, it could have been someone else entirely.
Objection!
We know that Maya Fey was at the inner temple that night, and that the woman that was killed was Elise Stoneham. Isn't it fairly obvious who attacked who?
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Let's just make assumptions in the court of law, Godot. Real great defense or attack. Yeah, I don't have anything to counter that yet. Well then, witness, please continue with their testimony.
Yes, Your Honor. The two of them faced each other for a moment. Then Mystic Maya rushed straight into Elise. She bum rushed her with like a rushing bum.
Yeah.
I always want to know the origin of the word bum rush.
Bum rush?
As do I.
Can we just Google that real quick? I gotta know, because I remember hearing it for the first time in like high school. They were filming a TV show at the high school that I was at.
Hard.
And they had a crafty table, which had a bunch of like cookies and muffins and food. One of the guys was like, they can't stop all 13 of us. We just bum rush the place. And I'm like, yeah, you right. But instead, I just kind of like walked up like I worked there, grabbed a cookie, and just walked away. It was good.
With your bum, right? You grabbed the cookie with your bum?
To attack or move forward
What?
at someone or someone in a forceful and violent way. Or Urban Dictionary says to run full speed into somebody and body slam them into a brick wall, chain link fence, or some similar immovable object. Dude, I just got bum rushed on the corner of East 9th and
Reinhardt's ability is bum rushing?
Bum rushing, I guess, according to Urban Dictionary. So she was stabbed in the stomach, huh?
Yes.
That was the definition, not the origin, though. But we'll figure it out later. Magic knife, but then
Mystic
she...
Elise managed to fling the knife away into the pine tree. The pine tree. Like a ninja.
Hold it, that's clearly a bonsai tree. Where did that dagger go?
Into the pine tree. It was dark and I couldn't see, but it was probably the pine tree.
According to the detective who found the dagger, it was stuck into the pine tree in the garden. Most likely it was flung towards the tree after the struggle.
That is the most likely explanation, yes. After being stabbed in the stomach, did the victim collapse right away?
Now that I think of it, she seemed to stare at Mystic Maya for a while. And Mystic Maya stood there, not moving an inch. It felt for a moment like time had just stopped. But then, suddenly, as if the spell had worn off, Mystic Elise fell over.
Seems like a reasonable story at first, but there's one thing that is completely impossible. The very idea of Maya stabbing someone, that alone is impossible, which means this faulty testimony must contain another contradiction in it somewhere.
Maybe when they said two contradictions in the first one of them was that Maya couldn't do it.
Mystic Maya stumbled briefly after being hit over the head.
No, I think we had to, anyway, yeah. We had to prove the second contradiction later with the thing that was another. Yeah.
Okay.
But then she dodged Mystic Elise's attack and stole her weapon. But Mystic Elise was the one on the defensive with her back to the lantern. That's when Mystic Maya stabbed her. Cha! Mystic Elise managed to fling the knife away, but then she collapsed.
This doesn't help us at all. Oh, we don't have the blood-written words.
No, but we do have a bloody ball.
A blood ball.
Blood ball.
I don't know what that has to do with anything.
I know, right?
But-
Like if it said it was the victim's blood or something, I don't know.
Wait, go back to it, didn't it? Say
No, it
that?
doesn't. It just says blood. Has blood on it.
Oh, came from the victim's staff.
Yep. 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 Wait a second.
A stab in the back.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is.
With her back to the stone lantern. I guess we presented to this one, I would say, because it's the back of the stone lantern.
Yeah, I can agree to you being right. Let's try that.
Take that! No! This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement. Your Honor. Suddenly, actually, I need a moment. I don't want to do this. How exactly are the evidence in that statement just now related? They aren't, are they?
Maybe there's
Not
a
at
place where
all.
she specifically says in the back.
Yeah.
Or mentions the front.
Yeah.
I don't think that one made points to the judge.
We'll go forward again?
Fling a knife,
to
she
go-
collapsed.
And maybe press it just to check it?
Are you absolutely certain that's what you saw?
Yes, I'm almost certain. Almost certain.
Almost.
It was dark. I couldn't really tell who was who.
What did
What'd
you
she
say? So in other words, it could have been someone else entirely.
You know that in my
temple
temple.
that night.
You don't in
Who
my
attacked who? I don't have anything counted yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
I
Your
say
Honor.
send the same thing at the next.
Two
At
of them
the,
faced each other for a moment.
Oh.
Then Mystic Maya runs straight into Mystic Elise.
Then Mystic Elise doubled over and fell to the ground. So she was
Stabbed in the stomach. Okay.
Yes, directly in the front on the stomach.
Shoot to the heart.
Because Maya knows where to hit someone where it hurts the most, the stomach, which is
To be-
where the hamburgers live.
To
Yeah.
be fair, it kind of made sense the one we did.
No, yeah, what you said was nice too.
Oh yeah, we all,
All right.
yeah.
I think that shouldn't
an
have been
honest
a hurt
mistake.
One. Yeah.
Objection!
Something about what you just said isn't right today, Iris. Oh, something about you isn't right today. And also what you said,
Iris.
Iris. Until now, I didn't think you were the type to make such a careless mistake. However, the testimony you gave contains quite a few contradictions.
What do you mean? What's so wrong about my testimony?
According to you, Maya Fey stabbed the victim while she had her back to the stone lantern, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
But in that case, the victim would have been stabbed in the stomach, right? Yes, I think so. Stomachs are on the front of the body, I believe. Let me double check. Oh, yep, there it is, belly button. Oh.
Hey, Vampy. Hi, Vampy.
Lifts robes. But according to the autopsy report, the cause of death was due to blood loss from a stab wound to her back.
Oh no.
This proves that the victim was stabbed from behind and not from the front. Sister Iris, it appears another seed of doubt has sprouted from your testimony.
I like. What's that from? Like
Japan.
Yeah, Japan.
Yeah. No, but like, is there a specific note that specific rendition of "Kya" is from?
Japan.
I can't think of it off the top of my head, but it just happens. It's just like like the embarrassed cry of a girl. Kya. Hazukashi. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright?
It's simple. She turned to defend herself. People are like books. We've all got fronts and a back. You get my drift?
You know, in all fairness, Godot would be a very fun guy to go to a poetry jam with. Poetry slam. Poetry slam?
Yeah.
Poetry slam.
Yeah.
Where's the poetry slam?
I
It's so
get
violent.
slammed at a poetry with Godot.
Is that all you have to say?
I can also say that darkness loves to play with the human mind.
Objection!
Could you please knock it off with the cheesy proverbs and illogical metaphors already? The point is, too much of this testimony just doesn't make sense. Throwing away a useful staff, the people fighting being mother and daughter, and now she falsely claims that the victim was stabbed in the stomach. There certainly are some inconsistencies. Well, Iris, how about it?
Well, it's just...
If you ask me, you're just being too naive about the whole thing.
What do you mean?
There are 253 distinct types of bitterness in coffee.
Jesus Christ, here it goes.
But to pick one out, each one requires total concentration and the use of all the senses.
I can feel it. This is going nowhere.
Were you really concentrating on what this witness actually said?
Prosecutor Godot, explain yourself, please. I am not that smart.
The witness was quite unambiguous about her own ambiguities when she said that the garden was dark and she couldn't see clearly.
Well, thank you for saying it slowly. Jesus, that's so hard.
A human needs one thing to see clearly, and that is light.
Light. Yes, light is the milk that lightens the coffee so that you may see.
By the way, did you know? Hazakura has a rule that on nights when an acolyte is in the inner temple training, the stone lantern in the garden must be kept lit.
I did wonder what the stone lantern was there for. Well, if that's true, shouldn't the witness have been able to see the crime more clearly?
Normally, yes, Your Honor. But according to the head nun, Sister Bikini, on the night of the crime, it was impossible to light that stone lantern.
Impossible.
It hadn't been used in a long time. The wick was no good. In other words, it had to be nearly pitch black in the garden that night.
Ooh, they had themselves a fancy old knife fight. Knife fight. Knife fight. Knife fight.
Knife fight.
Man,
Crimes.
Kill Bill Volume 1, really good movie.
A really good movie. There could have been a faint light coming from the training hall, but that's all.
Most enlightening.
Ha! Enlightening.
Funny.
Yes, that illuminating fact has chased all the contradictions away.
Okay, you guys need to stop this. This is getting weird.
If the staff was dropped, it would be difficult to see. It also explains why they didn't recognize each other. We can't see the demons that lurk in the night. That's why humans are weak.
Why, though? Why are they stabbing each other?
Isn't
Why?
that right? Right.
I need to know why. No! Order!
Your Honor, let me present the stone lantern as evidence. I've brought it in with me today. Maybe it will rekindle the flame of truth in your mind.
More of a patio lantern kind of guy myself.
Hey, yo, boy.
Why is the judge just sitting there with that look on his face?
What's wrong, Your Honor? Was that flame too hot?
This lantern. There's something written on it. Why? It's written in blood. Oh boy. So the judge didn't know about that yet.
Written in blood?
Oh, come on, Godot. It says Maya written upside down, I guess.
What I've been looking at that from all different angles, and it does say Maya.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's nothing that you can make it not.
No, I know.
say.
I was trying.
Right?
I gave it a scan.
Okay, can we just talk about how Godot seems genuinely interested that says that? Do you think he can't see the color red?
I was thinking that. I was thinking that his visor, because he mentioned that his visor.
Isn't perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, that's right. I forgot to mention it. After being cornered and then stabbed by Mystic Maya, Mystic Elise didn't fall down right away. She must have been writing that on the stone lantern behind her. With the blood that was draining out of her body.
Oh boy.
It certainly looks that way.
Hang on just a minute. What are you all talking about?
What do you mean? What are you all talking about? Talking about the message written in blood.
Nonsense. This lantern, it's as clean as a whistle.
Could it be? He can't see the bloody writing at all. Now that I think of it, he did say something to me yesterday.
My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything.
They also alluded to this back in the Tribulations case.
Oh,
with
yeah.
the dirty.
Ketchup stain on Maggie's apron from Tasso.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what he meant by that. Thanks, Tasso. In any case, this is an obvious clue.
Disjoing. Interesting point.
Now, we now know that the crime scene was dark, and that the victim scrawled this message on the stone lantern. Well, Mr. Godot, anything further? Mr. Godot.
Okay then, let's move on.
Can confirm that is how it feels when you can't see color, which is like,
Godot is literally shaking, and somehow, I don't think it's from caffeine overdose.
Being betrayed by your own eyes.
I believe it has now been established that Miss Donham was killed by Maya Fey. That's just wrong. Whoa. Yanni, could you grab that?
I'll get that.
woo!
FBI for real this time.
Package time!
Now, it's time to turn our attention to you.
Oh, yes, sir.
After the victim died, you did something, didn't you? Let's hear it. Where are all ears? Because these eyes don't fucking work.
That's actually pretty funny.
After Mystic Elise died, I called out to Mystic Maya. I thought it was my duty to protect the future master of the Korean tradition.
Oh,
So I removed
not what I was
the
expecting.
body from the inner temple by myself. I dragged it behind me all the way across Dusky Bridge.
Nailed it.
Then I used the snowmobile to carry it back to Hazakura Temple and... I used the Shishido to alter the way the wound looked.
So you moved the body.
Yes, I was raised at Hazakura Temple. I owe a great deal of thanks to the Fae clan. But even so, I never imagined that Elise Donum was actually my Misty Fae. I've committed a terrible sin.
A terrible trick of fate.
Yeah.
I believe you're looking for twist of fate, Your Honor.
I intended to return to the inner temple after taking care of the body. But,
You were spotted by the head nun, correct?
yes, and that's why I couldn't go back.
Your story makes sense, I suppose.
I like that her defense in the first trial was just like, no, it wasn't me.
Wasn't me?
I was in my room the whole time. Oh, you saw it wasn't me.
It wasn't me?
No, the dead body? No, it wasn't me. So I saw the marks on your shoulder. No, it wasn't me.
It wasn't me. But they got on the counter.
Wasn't me.
Okay. Mr. Wright, go ahead with your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor.
The 90s were wild.
They're really great.
They were,
After Mystical...
So you waited until everything was over before making a move.
No, it's not like that.
She saw someone murdered right in front of her eyes. It's not surprising that she was a little timid.
Yes, I suppose that's true. Sometimes when I'm watching lawyers argue back and forth with each other, I feel so helpless that I just sit quietly and wait for them to reach a conclusion. Isn't it your job as the judge to mediate the argument?
It wasn't until Mystic Maya saw me that it finally dawned on me, what she had done. I thought it was my duty to protect the future master of the Korean tradition.
So then, you knew. You knew about the significance of the name Maya Fey.
Yes, of course I did.
That's odd. I mean, Sister Bikini didn't recognize Maya's name, let alone her position.
Anyway, we're just gonna glaze over that.
Yeah.
She was a very special person.
I was gonna mention, because Bikini knew that Elise Donum was Misty Fey,
yeah.
right? And then Maya Fey? Like, what are the odds?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maya Fey, a spirit channeler?
Yeah.
Well, could be
From the Korean village?
Nah.
Could be anybody.
Maybe they'll address it later.
So I removed the body from the inner temple myself.
Why did you do that?
Because I didn't want Mystic Maya to be suspected in any way. I thought the best thing would be to remove the body from the crime scene.
So you moved the body all by yourself.
Yes, I did. It would have been impossible if it wasn't for the snow.
The snow, huh?
I dragged it behind me all the way across Dusky Bridge.
That's a long way to pull a body that's probably bleeding.
It's pretty amazing you could make it all the way across. That's a rickety old bridge.
It looks worse than it is. It's surprisingly sturdy despite its age.
It's like they say, idiots are too stupid to even... Idiots are too stupid to catch even a simple cold.
Do you just actually compliment our intelligence because we almost died from a cold?
I think so.
Nice.
I think so.
But there's one thing that bothers me. Why not just throw the body into Eagle River?
Oh.
Would have been much easier than dragging it all the way to Hazakura Temple.
I thought that it would still cast too much suspicion on Mystic Maya. That's why I tried to take the body as far away from possible.
And you didn't-
By putting it in somewhere that was literally very close to her.
No, hey, wait, on the map it looks close. 20 minutes.
20
it
minutes.
takes.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
20 minutes. That's a good walk.
The river it goes to the ocean.
What if it didn't take Phoenix to the ocean? Dahlia made it out.
Neither of them are dead.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense to me. For the time being. Anyway, what did you do after you crossed the bridge?
Then I used the snowmobile to carry it back to Hazakura Temple and...
The snowmobile. I knew that would show up sooner or later.
Yes, I had the key. I used the snowmobile to travel from Hazakura Temple to Dusky Bridge.
This is the part that was in question the other day. Should I ask for more details? Oh, yeah. Ooh, let's talk about the snowmobile.
Yeah. And then just to further the point about why she didn't drop it in the river, though, why it makes a lot of sense, is that,
Tell us more about how right you are, Tom.
yeah, you guys have to know how wrong you are, more importantly, is what I'm trying to prove.
Why is Clay suddenly on my side?
What? I don't have a side here.
No, is that if the body was killed at the temple,
Yeah.
or sorry, at the inner temple,
In the garden.
the closest place to drop the body would be in the river. So they found the body in the river, they would know that was closest. But from the other side of the bridge is 20 minutes away. So then to move the body and drop in the river is crazy.
No, it's not. It's the best way to dispose of a body.
Possibly.
It is.
That's if they found it, because they may have never found
May have never found it.
Yeah.
May have never
In the
found
garden with the candlestick by
Yeah.
Professor Plum.
It. Yep.
Man, I love the movie Clue from 1985. It's such a good movie.
85, damn.
Yeah, so good. Tim Curry. Great movie. Watch it if you haven't.
Let me hear more about that snowmobile ride.
Well, it was very cold that night. So I rode it all the way to the foot of the bridge.
I'm sorry, witness, but now I've got a problem with your testimony.
Excuse me?
Ooh,
Good
that was a
dog.
good guy.
What are you up to now?
That night, after the head nun left the remainder of the training to you, she said she walked from the inner temple back to Hazakura Temple.
Yes. I'm fairly certain that's what the record indicates.
Let's recall her comments on the subject.
Maybe, but when I made it back to Hazakura Temple, it was there by the main gate, the snowmobile, I mean.
The snowmobile was in front of the main gate. Is one of those contradictions, wouldn't you say?
Thanks, kiddo. What a nice guy. Eagle River's main selling point is that you can't find bodies. Order, Mr. Godot. Why are you pointing out contradictions in the witness's testimony?
Let's just say I like things to be neat and tidy, okay?
Well, maybe. Sister Bikini missed it. Yes, maybe she didn't see it.
You think she missed it? That doesn't sound right.
Whatever. Even I don't think this is decisive enough to warrant any more time or effort. It's just... you better be careful in your testimony. That's all I wanted to say. A smart little cookie like you shouldn't have any trouble understanding that.
Yes, sir.
What was that all about? Why would Godot want to give me a hint? Well, then let's continue with the testimony. So you transported the body by snowmobile all the way to Hazakura Temple courtyard.
Yes. I thought that way Mystic Maya would never be suspected. That's what I thought anyway, and then I...
You kind of disarmed our contradiction. Because, like, we could use that contradiction. Like, that's,
Yeah.
like, a valid point. Like,
Yeah.
you couldn't have done that,
Yeah.
explain why.
Yeah.
But then Godot was like, well, you couldn't have done that, but it doesn't matter, so let's move on.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second, yes, it does.
But a new one.
I used the Shichishido to alter the way the wound looked.
Hold it!
About the tracks. If you really did move her body by snowmobile, then there should be tracks left in the snow, right? Well, yes, naturally you would expect tracks. This picture was presented at yesterday's trial. Are these the tracks from that ride?
Yes, I think they are.
But I can only see one set of tracks here.
I don't see what's so strange about that. Snow was still falling on when I left Hazakura Temple.
I see. Snow was falling, huh?
And then, when the murder took place, it had already stopped. That's why there's such fresh-looking tracks here.
How about it, Mr. Wright? What do you think about the testimony?
It's very important.
I don't know why. When the murder took place, the snow had already stopped? That doesn't make sense if you stack it up against other evidence.
Sorry, I don't know why I was reading that with you.
That's okay.
I was gonna join in. It just seemed so fun.
Hey, Phantom Beard, what up? You missed a lot. We're on the Rouge Cruise. There's been like 4 different plot twists.
Yeah.
I can't explain all of them. But right now, Maya's suspected murderer of her mother. Your Honor, because her mother tried to kill her. I'd like the statement Iris just made to be added to the testimony. Oh, but, does it have to do anything with the case? All will be made clear if you allow her statement to be added to the record.
Huh. This should be fun.
Woo!
Let's get this snow business cleared up, shall we?
No business like snow business.
There ain't no snow business
yes,
like
sir.
show business, if you know what I mean.
By the time the murder took place, the snow had already stopped. But wait! When did it stop snowing in the weather report?
10.
Okay, I don't know.
Do we just throw the weather report at it? I'm gonna look at the weather report, but this weather report has been the most useful.
Yeah.
Approximately
1050.
1050.
That's way after the murder. Let's just yeah, I'm gonna throw this. We'll agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel good.
Objection!
No! This evidence clearly reveals a contradiction in that statement. It really does, Your Honor. Oh, exactly. This evidence is a statement not just related. They aren't, are they?
No, hold on. No, hold on. So it stops snowing at 10:50. So Bikini goes there. She has to come back, and it has to have been at like 10 o'clock or whatever. Oh, yeah, when she was lighting the thing, right? That's when Bikini goes back. Would have been 10. Then it could have been brought down.
Hold on.
Tracks.
Hold on.
You should have saved, Clay.
That wouldn't have helped. Not like I would have loaded.
Phantom
unless I
Beard
die
says.
here.
Yeah.
I don't think that won many points to the judge. Okay, so by the time the murder took place, the snow had already stopped.
We should keep pressing things, though.
Yeah.
Because we still have a
I don't
few
think
more
we
things to
pressed this. This is the last one we have to press.
Yeah, confidence.
There have been a lot of contradictions in your testimony so far. This time, are you sure it's all true?
Yes, I am.
Then when the murder happened, the snow had already stopped. According to you, that's why the snowmobile tracks were so clear.
That's right. I'm certain of it.
I think I've trapped her this time.
I see how you think. Snow, huh?
Oh, this feels bad. Oh, what is going on here? If the snow really had stopped at the time of the murder, it meant there's a bigger hole in their story than the movie The Grid. Revelations.
I don't know.
Plot
holes?
Does anybody get that reference?
The Grid. Revelations.
A really obscure reference, it feels like. But anyways. That's funny.
No,
it's
that's
in your search history because yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
good.
Anyways.
Oh, the Matrix Revolutions.
Oh. The Grid, the Matrix. Oh.
Probably
God.
just a disappointing plot.
The Matrix Revolutions. Okay. Wow. Interesting.
The Matrix, the Grid.
Huh. Well then, Mr. Tripe, perhaps you'd like to share your theory with us.
I can see how they want to play it safe, but I don't think you get in trouble for referencing a movie in a joke. Anyways.
Maybe it's more funny to veil it.
Maybe.
Let's see what's up your sleeve, or rather, end of your index finger.
I don't want to believe it, but I don't think my logic is failing me. Iris is trying to pin the murder on Maya. But why would she want to do that? There's only one reason I can think of. Okay, so what's funny, I get why Iris is trying to do this. Iris is a good girl, right?
Yeah.
And she figures, oh, if I can convince them that Maya killed in self-defense, then no one will really get in trouble and we can just kind of like move on with our lives.
Gloss it over.
Like, well, I'll get slaps on the wrist or whatever, kind of, for the whole murder thing that happened, but... Oh, I don't think we pressed that one.
Hold it!
Is that what you were doing when Sister Bikini saw you?
Yes, that's right. She probably thought the worst.
Probably. More like definitely. Oh, and Deuce is playing alongside with us. That's
so
fun.
good.
I see. So Sister Bikini mistakenly thought you were the one who murdered Miss Donham.
I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. It's my fault this case has gotten so confusing.
Yes.
Why you always lying?
And by the time the murder took place, the snow had already stopped.
Okay, so by the time the murder took place, the snow had stopped, but the bloody ball, was half covered in snow.
Ah, man, that feels like a stretch. We really already used that.
Maybe that's it though.
Yeah,
Not lit. Maybe the ball is it?
yeah.
I don't know though.
It was half covered in snow. We had the same contradiction we contradicted with that piece.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the only way, but only way I can see.
Temple.
Well, let's go in our timeline. Where do we have? We should have testimonies. That'd be really nice. If we have like what Bikini's
sketch,
testimony was. When did she see Iris and say, "Oh, my back is so sore"? Wasn't that at 10 o'clock?
No,
When she was lighting the stuff?
it was after 10 because the training started at 10 and
Yeah.
then stuff happened. And we know this because, I mean, Pearls was out there. My God, there was so much happening at that time. All right. The weather data's a no-go.
No go.
It would suck if like we just need to press that before presenting it and we just completely kind of screwed ourselves, but
What's the ball say on it though?
yeah, found near an outcropping of Nottingham Bridge, has blood on it, came from the victim's stab.
No, it doesn't say half covered in snow
Yeah.
anymore.
Oh. No, this supports her theory. By the time the murder took place, the snow already stops. Of course, there wouldn't be any snow in the body
Oh,
when
yeah,
she moved
wait.
it.
Yeah. The snow or the murder took place after snow is what we have already established. Now we're trying to disprove that, I guess. Are we saying that it was snowing or wasn't snowing?
By the time they replaced, the snow had already stopped.
What does the lantern say? I don't think it's the lantern, but we haven't looked at the lantern yet.
Yeah, let's see what the legend says.
Oh, the lantern?
Yeah.
Lantern from the inner garden was not lit at the time of the crime. Let's take a quick look at the Letrex photo.
Ba-dum, bum, bum.
Because there's footprints going out. And that comes back. Okay, wait, let's,
Which statement do we present the weather data to?
this one.
This one.
Yeah.
So what's the next? Get out of here. What are the other options we have? Because maybe we just don't contradict this one.
Ultimately, body looked. I used the snowmobile to carry it back to Hazakura Temple. And
That makes sense.
number wise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah. And this is the last piece.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to the beginning. All right.
Mystic Elise died, and I called out to Mystic Maya.
What did she say to that? That's fine. I thought maybe just protect the future. Oh.
I removed the body from the inner temple by myself. I dragged it all the way behind me in the bridge.
Yeah, I remember that. All right.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Oh, we couldn't get there though. We couldn't get there the day of. We couldn't because I was saying there's no evidence of a body being dragged from the temple to the bridge,
Yeah.
right? But we didn't get there the first day, so I guess maybe it could have snowed later.
Yeah.
Used a snowmobile to carry it back to Hazakura Temple, and I used a sheet on. By the time the murder took place, the snow had already stopped. Okay, well,
Wait a second.
yeah,
When was the murder done? I have an idea.
okay. The murder took
Oh,
place
yeah,
between 10 and 11 p.m.
Well,
Yeah.
what if the bridge was on fire?
Oh yeah. Maybe present the burning
When? Oh, wait a second. Oh, wait.
at
what?
11.
My brain. There's so many things going on.
I know.
Oh, God. Because the lightning struck at 10:45, and the snow didn't stop till 10:50.
Yeah.
So,
The burning bridge was burning.
yeah,
So we already presented this one. So now burning bridge picture.
I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then the burning whammon also makes sense.
But where do we send it?
Here, the entire time the snow. Oh wait.
No, it'd be Dusky
Oh
Bridge.
no, I dragged it across. Send the burning painting.
Okay, yeah.
I'm into this.
Objection!
No.
What?
No, what? No,
What are you doing?
The dragged it across, not that one.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. Oh, sorry.
Half listening.
No, I wasn't. You said
Pay
send it.
attention.
No, I
Pay
said
attention.
dragging
Pay
across. It does not say
attention.
dragging across one.
Oh.
Okay. So there you go. Okay. I dragged
That
it all the
one.
way. Yeah. Try it.
Objection!
Aw.
Oh god. Is this the end of it?
No, you know what? It's the weather date on that one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
We
did.
No.
Yeah, because
Yeah. Burning woman. Oh, ding dong, y'all are wrong. That's a failure. What's a failure cost us? 5,000 waffles for a chat?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't like the idea of people chanting for us to fail
If
though,
you
for their own
want
benefit.
5,000 waffles in chat, say something right
No. You could even type in "it's okay" or "it's not okay" and you should feel bad.
Or
Either
man,
one.
I love your streams so much. You guys make me a very happy individual. Keep doing what you're doing. Love. Then put your name there.
Wow, that is such a wonderful random comment that was picked from the chat. Thank you.
Oh, speaking of
Commenter.
Your Name, we're watching Your Name tonight on the Anime Club.
Yeah.
We are.
And at 3:45, oh man, it's 2:33. We gotta send this. Wait, weather report at the bridge. Send it.
Objection!
Yeah. You claim the snow had already stopped when the murder occurred. But that's a story for another day.
That's funny. I love this show so much. Something individual.
Bird, I ain't typing that fuck off.
Your stream
But you can save
sucks.
right there?
Love DFM. Thank you.
All right, everybody. So we're gonna end it off right there. We're gonna see the thrilling answer to the question:
I
what
wonder if we're
happened?
gonna finish it tomorrow.
Possible. And if we do finish tomorrow and you haven't voted, you gotta get into the vote because whatever game is at the top of that list is what we're playing. And then after that, we're gonna pick up the rest of the Ace Attorney series.
And guys,
Yeah.
the first time ever since Tom's mother was on stream, and my mother, we're going to have a real life girl on stream.
A real life grill.
A real life girl.
What about Steph?
No, but she wasn't a special guest though.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, Steph, if you're watching.
Rip Steph. I know the camera like does a little blink sometimes. It's very odd. But this looks a lot better actually. We upgraded this, so it's yeah, we can read names now. See, look at that. I wonder if it's because of the flip. It seems like it flips. So maybe your
No.
way was better.
No.
No?
It was doing it before as well.
Doing
Oh,
what?
really?
Yep.
Interesting. I wonder
always
how
been
we can
doing that.
stop that. A real girl. I know.
I know.
We're gonna have Tiffany on stream. She is the director, producer, actor, editor, writer,
Sound designer.
extraordinaire
Hey,
of,
riboflavin.
of the anime live adaptation of Citrus, which is super cool. There's some.
Named Retail Rejects.
But anyways, we're watching
funny.
that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna finish up the exciting, thrilling conclusion of that story, and we're gonna get some director's commentary. It's gonna be fun. And then, yeah, we're going to see where that goes from there and figure things out. Tom's running off to an audition, though, so we're going to close this up right quick. But a couple things. One, there's a link to vote for the next game that we're going to play right now. The two front runners are Ghost Trick and Catherine, both of which I'm really excited to play. So get your opinion heard. You know, it's going to be fun. We're going to take a break from Phoenix Wright during this time slot while we do that. And we're going to come back to it in a little bit. Make you wait for it.
Yeah.
What is it? How clickbait? You got to make them work for it, or you got to make them.
You won't believe.
You won't believe. You won't believe.
You won't believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. You won't believe.
We learned that. We learned that from
Pro
ZD.
But won't
Pro
believe.
ZD.
ZD. Yeah. We're
Yeah,
Pro
okay,
ZD.
Canadian.
Yeah. Pro ZD.
They won't believe what though? They won't believe.
won't believe. Anyways, good job.
Cool. All right, everybody. See y'all in an hour and a bit. Bye.
Yes, and Tiff will have her very own mason jar. We'll make sure of
Yes.
that. Don't worry, Liz.
Yes. That's funny.
All guests get an honorary mason jar.
Your honorary mason jar.
They don't
Okay.
take it home though. We can't afford that.
No, we need
No.
those.
Yeah.
Okay, love you. Bye.